So it is really important that you know how to rename and create files and folders. So we are going to start by creating a folder, and then we're going to end up renaming it, and we're also going to be putting a file inside that folder. So it does not matter to me where you do this exercise. If you have a jump drive, you can select your drive. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and select your document folder. Should be underneath your username. And then you can just select documents. Now, if you're new to creating folders, you probably have a lot of stuff in your document folder. It could be a little overwhelming for you. So if you do have a jump drive, this exercise may be a little easier for you on your jump drive. But to create a folder, I'm going to kind of activate this list pane over here by clicking. And I'm going to create the folder by going into Home and clicking New Folder. You could also use your quick access bar and just click the new folder icon up here. Or kind of old school way of doing this is to right click, go to New, and select Folder. So there's actually 3 ways to create a folder. It doesn't matter which technique you use. The end result is going to be the same. Okay, you're going to end up hopefully with a folder. Now I'm probably going to have 10 of them because I'm impatient. Your folder is going to say New Folder. And then what we're going to do is key in financial right over the top of it. Okay, so you type in financial right over the text that's highlighted and then press enter. Now we're going to rename this. So we've created it, we've given a name, and now we've changed our mind. So if it's selected, you can rename by going into the home ribbon and hitting rename. Or what I normally do is I just click on it a second time, and that puts it into edit mode. Okay, another way to do it is to right click and choose rename from the menu. Now, does it matter which technique you use? Absolutely not. Okay, you can rename it using the command, or by clicking a second time, or by right clicking and choosing rename. Now for the new name on this, we're going to call it W10-reference. Now they do want us to open this folder. And if you're going to open a folder from this list pane, you have to double click. If you're over here in the navigation pane, and you can see the folder, you just have to single click. So if you're over here, you click once, and if you're in the list pane, you have to click twice. It's kind of a weird little fluke in Windows. But from this new empty folder, what we're going to do is create a little file in here. So I'm going to right click in this pane, and I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to choose Text Document, plain text. Okay, now you'll notice that it's highlighting the name portion, but the extension, the period and the text that follows, isn't highlighted because we're not supposed to change that part. So what we're going to call this is Notes. We'll press enter. And then, of course, they've changed their mind because they want you to know how to rename. So renaming files is the same as renaming folders. Okay, you can hit rename, you can right click and choose rename, or you can just click a second time to edit. And what they want us to call this is preliminary notes. So at this point, what I would like you to do, so I know that you have done this exercise, that you've created the folder and renamed it, you've created the file and you've renamed it. What I want you to do is click down here on the search and key in snipping. Okay, that displays something called a snipping tool. So I'm going to turn that on. And I'm going to use it to get a screen picture. So I'm going to click on New. And it kind of whitewashes everything. And I'm just going to left drag over this portion that shows that you created the folder, created the file, and renamed it. Okay, and then I'm going to go up to Edit, and I'm going to choose Copy. I'm going to go ahead and launch Microsoft Word. And this is for Windows, Section 2. And this is Skill 3. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Paste to retrieve that screen picture. Now, if you have problems finding the snipping tool, for some reason you can't find it, I'm going to delete that out of there. What you can do instead is to press your print screen key. Now, if you have a laptop, you're probably going to have to press the FN key, F and the letter N, and you'll have to push that down and push print screen at the same time. If you have a regular desktop computer, you should just be able to find a key called print screen, and it's usually abbreviated PRTSCRN. Just push that key in. And then you're going to go into Microsoft Word, and you're still going to use Paste to retrieve it. But you'll notice that the retrieval is not quite as nice as what the snipping tool did, especially if you have dual monitors. If you have dual monitors, you can see the problem is it was showing both. There is a little workaround. You only want that screen shown, you can press Alt. And if you have a laptop, you're probably going to have to do FN, Alt, and you're going to press print screen. Now if you retrieve it, it only has the one screen and not both. Okay. Personally, I think the snipping tool works the best, but it's totally up to you. Okay, now I'm going to make sure my insertion mark is after the picture, and I'm going to press Enter a couple times because there are a couple additional screenshots you're going to want to put into this document. So I am going to save it. And I'm going to put it into my document folder. I have a little folder called CIT100. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on Save.